One, two, 3, 4.
Welcome to episode 2 of our podcast, sampling local craft brews as well as food and kind of promoting the community. Today I'm just going to run you over our goal as well as our team here. We got Jeremiah.
I'm Jeremiah. How y'all doing? We introducing each other?
Yeah.
And we got Mackenzie right here.
I am Mackenzie.
Stuck in the middle.
This is our friend Jared, who is a guest on our podcast today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and I'm Johnny. It's nice to be here with you guys again for our first official podcast.
Indeed. We're very excited to come to you today. And Sheldon, what are we going to do?
Before we delve into sampling any beers and stuff like that, I'd like to talk to Jared real quick about what he's doing at Dollar for Oregon, kind of have him explain it to us a little bit more in depth.
Oh man, all right, here we go. $4, we're a nonprofit. We help families in medical crisis. So we believe nobody should have to have a medical crisis and a financial crisis at the same time. So we either pay medical bills, we negotiate medical bills, we advocate for families to get medical bills completely waived. And that's what we do.
It's a great cause, and real quick, me and Kinsey are going to be wearing our masks because we are not fully vaccinated yet. In Clark County, if you are fully vaccinated, you're allowed to not have a mask. They are fully vaccinated. Get that going. Let's get it going, okay? I'm going to be going tomorrow. Get that.
Feels good to take it off. Feels good to take it off.
I bet you. So we're going to dive in. We're going to start off with Raspberry Colin Swift Cider. They're out of Portland, Oregon. And
Hello.
That's a beautiful color. Look at that.
Oh, yes. There we are. You want to pass that one down, Jared?
Speaking of being vaccinated, though, I just wanted to go back to Jared real quick. You got COVID, didn't you?
I have survived COVID-19. Yes, I have. I did.
Was I filming with you the day you found out?
No, you were not filming.
It was the day before, wasn't it?
We were gonna film, and then I canceled on you because my wife tested positive. So
okay.
How was it? It's not so real, right? It wasn't that bad, huh? It was hell.
It was not fun. Not fun at all. No fun at all. We had mild symptoms, but even then, mild symptoms aren't fun.
How long do you think they lasted?
We had symptoms for like 10 days, but then I have an inhaler now, and if I work out or something, I've still got a little bit of like lingering effects or whatnot.
You work out, you're an active guy, you look fairly young, 28-ish probably. Or
oh,
so
wow,
there,
very kind.
So a healthy immune system like that still got you, huh?
It got me.
Cheers. Let's dive into this.
Cheers.
Dive in.
Oh, I want to talk a little bit more about that, but let's taste this cider first.
Let's keep this in uniform. I'm going to start with Jeremiah on the right.
Okay. This is interesting. Swift Raspberry Collins cider. So I'm reading off the mat here. It says it's 5.8%.
Right.
It's surprisingly smooth. I like the bitter beers. I like IPAs mostly. I'm pretty straightforward that way, but this. If I like a cider, I don't want it to be too sweet. I think this is dancing right on the line. Like, I think this is fruity. It's almost like jam. What do you think?
I can agree. I was diving into it for some reason. It's raspberry, but I was thinking it's going to be too sweet for me. And it came in with a nice little bit of tartness to the back end of it, which makes it bearable. I would definitely drink a full pint. It's delicious.
You say bearable, like you don't like ciders usually?
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, time for the perspective of someone who does.
I like ciders. I'm with Jeremiah though. I don't like sweet ciders. I admittedly told somebody else that I was going to talk a lot of shit about this drink on this show because I assumed I was going to hate it. It's actually not that sweet. You're right.
Yeah.
It's almost refreshing. I think it's the tart side that kind of calms it down.
What's
a
a
little
Collins? Like, why is it a raspberry Collins? I'm sorry. I wasn't a very good
I don't know what
bartender.
that. I don't know what that means. I'm not a cider guy though.
No, look,
so.
no,
Yeah,
and
Tom
okay,
Collins is in a cocktail. Is it like that?
it's an upside
Yeah,
down
so-
cocktail cider, so that's got to be where it's from, right?
Okay.
Boom, big
Some
brain on
lime
that
to it.
guy.
What
A
is
little
a
bit of
cocktail
liminess
cider
in it.
though? Like,
What do you
is
think,
it-
Jared?
What do I think? I don't love ciders.
Yeah.
I think it's like it is tart. It's not super sweet, but it reminds me of medicine.
I actually.
Robitussin or Dimetap?
I don't know.
I agree with him. I think it is a little medicine-y.
Yeah.
And the color is kind of. I agree. It's not as sweet as the color would suggest. But
Shoot.
That emergency.
emergency. That's
When
what
you
it
put
is.
the little
Oh, yeah.
it's the raspberry emergency.
Oh, man. Is that just the failure of the flavor of raspberry to transcend anything past
might
the
be.
actual berry?
It might be.
No, I'm not I don't love ciders, but this is fine. I will drink the rest of it. So there's that.
So you keep drinking it.
Go
Like
back
as
to
you're
the-
complaining, you keep picking
I
up
just
the
want to
cup.
make sure I know.
He's trying to. He's like actually, you know what? Go back to the name too. The can itself, on top of the.
Can we see the can?
There's a
Let's bring the can up here.
There's that little drummer on there, and I wonder if it has something to do with
Thank
the
you.
Phil Collins thing.
Thank you,
know,
Mark.
I don't know
I
if it's
see.
like a little double entendre with a play on with the Collins. He's a
Phil
little drummer,
Collins.
you know?
Okay.
Colin.
Okay.
Upside down cider
It looks like a Candy Crush ad. Look at that
Coming in the air.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's a beautiful can though. That's a
It
good
is.
design.
Love
I mean,
the way
Thank
it's
you. The beer vessel is also quite attractive.
Oh yeah. All in all, what do you give this out of 10? What would you guys give
guy.
this?
Rating.
I'm gonna give it in the cider world, I'm gonna give it a 7. Solid 7.
I'd agree. 7.
I'm not big on ciders. I would drink a full pint of that one, so I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5. Cheers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck integers.
Kenzie?
Our cider expert.
You know, I'm feeling so much less judgmental than I thought I would. Seriously, maybe an 8. I feel like it'd be way better on ice. If it was like really, really cold.
Oh, you're right.
Really cold.
That would
I think
be
it'd be
good.
even
With a
better.
shot of gin?
That would be good.
All right.
Before we try the next one, can we speak to? So we're all from Vancouver. We all live and work in downtown Vancouver.
We do.
It's our home. We love it. Even Jared, he lives 3 blocks away.
That's right.
Across from his house and across from my apartment right now too, they're doing a lot of construction. Great progress, right? Capitalism progress. It's all good stuff that's happening. The one downfall to what's happening in Vancouver is they're just tree genocide of these old, like 100-year-old trees and stuff. You guys
That has
notice
been
that?
horrible. That is specific to, and I can actually speak to that because I saw it too. I'm fortunate enough to have a job where I can walk around and be on the phone most of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been walking up and down during COVID because I don't have to go to the office as quickly as possible. It is a Washington Department of Transportation job to increase the 4th Plane corridor to get back and forth from the port.
Oh, okay.
They are going to be replanting everything, and in the meantime, they're doing ADA accessible walkways on the intersections.
Okay.
They're going to replant to Clark County standards. However, they're not going to be able to put in these 40, 50-year-old trees. So it's going to take a while for
It's
that
kinda
to be
sad.
back. It looks a
And
little naked.
These were the huge trees that we knew Vancouver by the Academy. They
Tree
took all those
USA.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took like
All the way up Washington. They took those down.
I'm at the Academy Square condos, so they're building something right at the Academy, like across the street, and they.
Something exciting I hear too.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. All the plans look really cool. Super pumped about it, but yeah, I woke up one morning and all the trees were gone. Like 20 trees.
100-year-old
just-
trees.
Boom.
You guys know that cat Patrick who does the paintings down here? Have you
Yeah.
guys seen him? I saw him when I was on my way back to my house. Get freshened up real quick before I came down here.
Yeah.
He was doing a painting of the Academy right there.
Yeah, I saw that.
really want to get that because that's such a like it's emotion. That's an emotional painting he just did right there because
It's
Like,
iconic Vancouver.
Iconic
Yeah,
Vancouver.
it
You know,
is.
that Academy building in the background, but then it's just fenced up with all these
Yeah.
construction and all this dirt.
One of
and
our
stuff.
producers.
All you people at home, Google it.
Yeah.
It's really freaking
Yeah,
cool.
it's beautiful, and the view. But one of our producers right here, Patrick, just said that those are apartments that are going in.
Yeah,
across
apartments,
from
and
us.
they're supposed to, so it's going to be apartments, and then
They won't be taking down the actual Academy building, correct?
They're taking down the smokestack.
yeah,
but not
which is
the-
iconic. And
which
that's
is iconic.
It's a bit of a
but
shame.
My grandparents
it
had a
definitely
painting of
like
the
is
Academy,
an unsafe building.
and it's awesome.
they're supposed
What
to
do we-
do. I heard that they're going to do like retail and restaurants on the main level of the new building, and then they're going to have apartments. So
Perfect.
maybe we can
Why-
all.
Why not fix the bridge too while they're at it?
Oh, man.
Look
Look,
at this guy.
Woo! Shots fired.
woo! If we can't get an infrastructure bill passed, ain't gonna be money to fix that bridge. But let's get back to the beer.
Let's get back.
All right.
Awesome. So we have the Brothers Cascadia. This is a fresh New Zealand Greens IPA. And we're sitting at a 5.7. Brothers Cascadia. What I cannot talk. What a phenomenal brewery. Everything that's been coming out of there,
Amazing.
amazing, on point.
Local
and this-
boys
Local
too.
boys,
Local boys.
Hugely
local
involved in the
started.
community.
Huge.
Straight up I-5. If for those of y'all that are downtown,
99 and 99. Right
Amazing
there.
guys too.
99.
I'll tell you what, they take care of you. They brought us out these 2 kegs 2 days ago when we were fresh out on draft. They brought them hot, dropped them right to us. You know what I mean? It took about 30 minutes. Call in, get the keg in.
that's so amazing.
Isn't it? Right? So
Super awesome.
Self-distributing,
Yeah.
and certainly not okay.
Cheers to
New
you
Zealand.
guys.
Now New Zealand is dear to my heart.
absolutely.
I had the great fortune of getting to live there, and while I was there, I brewed with their hops, and I'm gonna have to try this.
Lived in Hobbiton over there. And,
Whoa.
I did.
oh, this is yeah.
Oh, this is interesting.
We're drinking here.
Shout out to Michael Hanna of Auckland, New Zealand.
Yeah, I believe that is. So
This is okay. So it does say fresh New Zealand Greens IPA, and I gotta wonder if this is not actually if they didn't get some fresh hops shipped from New Zealand, because of course that's the time of year it is
Different
there.
season, right?
Because this tastes to me like a fresh hop IPA.
It's got that dank.
It's
right
yeah,
up
that
front,
that grassy, that almost
Yeah.
vegetable-y kind of quality to it, but which can be very difficult to balance.
Right.
I really like this.
are the pubs in New Zealand very Lord of the Rings-ish?
It depends how tall you are.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I
and,
figured.
You know, your magic ability. They do.
I do picture
they
it
do
being
make them
magical.
in pints.
Yeah,
they
I do
they
picture the pubs being magical over there.
the
country.
whole country is magical. No, it truly is.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
Lord is from New Zealand, the greatest artist of all time. So there
Oh,
you have
Lord,
it.
yeah. There you go.
Is it Lord or is it Lord A?
No, it's Lord.
There's
Lord A.
Lord
I couldn't take- I had to take a stab
Ask
at it.
Madonna. Didn't she name her kid that?
How do you feel about this, Sheldon?
I don't
What do you
know.
think about the beer or Madonna's children? Start with the beer.
Love the beer. Can't get enough of it. I'm gonna have a pint out of that afterwards.
Really? It's not too dank for you?
No, love it.
5.7%.
That's a great percentage for an IPA.
It is.
I love
It's
IPAs.
definitely
I can crush them all
quaffable.
day long, and so.
Oh, it's 5.7, huh?
Yeah. So when they're sitting to that like 7.7 of Vortex,
Oh no, I don't need that.
yeah, you don't need that, right? A couple of those, and you're good to go, right? So.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Mackenzie, how do you feel?
I like it. It's surprising. I keep thinking it's like light, which I feel like is the wrong word. I was wondering at first if that not really sweet kind of sour thing is messing with my palate. Did we choose the correct order of the beverages? I know. I'm
could
sorry.
be.
It was partially
No,
my
no,
idea.
it is lighter for an IPA that we normally carry. Like, that's, very, that color right there, that clarity, you can see that. I'm sitting at a 5.7. I mean, that's a lighter IPA, but,
No, I like it though. I drink it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you taste like the grassy kind of quality to it? Am I just trying to be snobby and making shit up? Like what?
I always describe that grassy quality as like a dank quality. I don't know
Dank.
why. 'Cause it's grassy, but
Oh, I know
something else
why.
is. Yeah,
I know why.
okay, wow.
But, yeah. What do you think, Jack?
Am I going right now?
Yep.
Oh,
You're up.
All right. Brothers Cascadia is the best. Jason Sherman. you're out there, love you guys. I think it's great. I was actually just drinking, so now I've got 2 of them. And I don't know anything about beer, but I like it, so thumbs up.
Perfect. And I'm kind of with Kenzie here. I thought it was lighter, and I thought it was, it's an IPA, but it's almost edging on a different kind of beer for me.
Almost like a pale.
Yeah, like a pale.
A pale.
But it's great, and everything that Brothers Cascadia touches turns to gold, I feel like.
It's
Like,
incredibly clear. Like, there's obviously no, like, caramel malt in this or something that's going to really darken it up, right? So, all right, cool. This is, I have a feeling, like, if this is really a fresh hop with imported hops from New Zealand, I have a feeling this might be just like a one-off, right?
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot more of those New Zealand hops though coming up to our market up here, and a lot of the breweries.
It makes me very happy. They're delicious.
I mean, it's got that dank or the fruity kind of nose to it. Some of them carry that kind of fruitiness.
Tropical,
to it.
kind of weird stuff.
Absolutely, it's different than you normally get in your IPA, which I love. I love variety. So, or whatever brewery.
There you go.
Yeah.
So if you guys are around, stop at Brothers Cascadia. They got some great food carts outside as well, and it's just a good, like a summertime jam. They have live music there all the
15 out of
time.
10 would recommend.
Yeah.
99 and 99.
Amazing people too. So
Hey, Jared, if you don't mind,
they're not sponsoring us either.
You were talking about COVID and stuff. Like, have you seen an influx in what your organization has been asked to do because of COVID situations?
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, there's more people in the hospital, more medical bills. So we've, my organization doesn't ask why people have medical bills. We just try and crush them. So, but people volunteer that information all the time. So we do have a lot of people right now that are reaching out saying, hey, I've got, like I just had a guy from Florida. He had COVID, was in the hospital for a couple weeks, got a bill for 160 grand. So it's just you know, get in the hospital, you got this huge bill, and like those stories are every day. So definitely an increase in people that need help with their medical bills for sure.
Talk about the TikTok thing that happened with you.
Yeah, so January, like mid-January this year, I posted a TikTok video, and $4 has been in the Pacific Northwest, so it's like we help families crush medical bills in the Pacific Northwest, and that's kind of, we were slowly trying to expand, and then I posted this video that now has 20 million views or something crazy like that, and it's just about
he's dancing and doing
the TikTok. Doing like the little
no, he's not.
No, it's just me talking about what Charity Care is, financial assistance, how we are able to relieve medical bills for people, and like an idiot, I tell people oh, if you need help, reach out. I wasn't expecting tens of thousands of messages, so yeah, that's what happened at the beginning.
So how many dollars amount of medical bills have you wiped out, do you think, so far?
So since I posted that video, we've already eliminated over $3.5 million in medical.
$3.5 million?
$1 million.
Awesome.
Well done, sir.
And that's just from
and he started it himself. So how is $4 funded?
So we believe in a community of givers. We don't do golf tournaments, we don't do charity galas, we don't do auctions. It is all people support what we're doing. They sign up for recurring monthly donations. So we have people that sign up for $1 a month, $2 a month, $5 a month, whatever, and every month we take that money and we eliminate as much medical debt as we can. So every dollar donated, we can usually crush about $50 in medical debt per dollar donated. So
$4.org.
Yeah, $4.org. Go there. You can click the donate button, sign up for a monthly donation or a one-time, whatever. But just know every dollar donated is eliminating 50 of medical debt. So,
Jeremiah, were you here for
Super
Christmas
admirable.
Party Brewed 2016?
I indeed was, and this is where I heard about this, and this is where I learned about it. So what Sheldon's referring to is Brewed as a family. We should set this up with the fact that where we are currently filming and recording this is filming. My kid told me not to use that word today. Where we're recording this is actually at Brewed, of course.
You can see it on the
local
back wall
hangout
back
downtown, and this is the best spot in downtown Vancouver. Y'all, one would say in Vancouver proper.
Soups, sandwiches, salads, beer, coffee. Best coffee.
The best sourced and the best roasted coffee you'll find. And it's the perfect place to take that transition between your coffee in the morning and your happy hour because they do have a full bar.
That being said, thing is the community. We have some of the best people in Vancouver and Washington, I'm convinced, collect here. They collect here. You will not meet better people than you do here.
Amen. But we do it because it's a cool place to hang out. So to bring it full circle, the Christmas party you're alluding to is when we got to there we go. There's there somewhere. And this was where Johnny, you had actually introduced me to the organization that Jared's in charge of. And how exciting it was to see it all come to fruition. I'm really glad you're still organizing.
You should hear about his next project that he's doing, and we could, if you want to talk about it for like 30 seconds.
A little sneak. That's okay.
It's amazing. I'll just say what it's called. It's called Noel.
Oh man! All right.
We realize the Northwest, and this comes from talking to Jared a lot. There's not a lot to do with Christmas around here. I mean, there's one-off events and stuff like that. There's Peacock Lane. There's a few things. What was the idea?
The idea is, if you want to have a Christmas experience and you live in Portland or Vancouver, you're going to, the Festival of Lights, Zoo Lights, Peacock Lane.
That's it.
And the freaking, you drive around the freaking...
Oh, the PIR.
PIR. It's like, that's how we have Christmas. Those are all the events. And I don't want to... They all suck. None of them are good. They're all not good. And it's just like you go there, it's
They're good in their own ways, but...
It's like tradition. Like you go there, you look at lights, there's a little petting zoo at the grotto. It's like they got the choirs. It's all great. But all around the world, they have these Christmas markets that are so cool.
My dad was in the military. I got to live in Germany a lot when I was a kid.
So then you know.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like, I want to have a cool Christmas experience. I want to have delicious food, cool vendors, and have choirs and horse-drawn carriage and all these different cool things. An ice rink, so that's another huge thing. Like
an
outdoor ice rink.
Meet Santa.
Yeah, all the cool stuff.
Meet Santa on the ice rink?
On the ice rink.
Who knows? You get wild. Who knows? Yeah, we want to have a cool Christmas experience in downtown Vancouver. So we're doing all we can.
She's gonna
lay
them out.
Yeah, are you allowed with your hockey pads on the ice rink?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Kenzie's gonna own all the noobs out there.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have
but give us the deets on this. When is this happening? Where is it happening? Is it a sure thing?
So we just strung lights on 9th and Main. We're hoping to do 9th and Main, downtown Vancouver. We want to do COVID set us back, so we were trying to do it last year, and you never know. We're still talking to the city, trying to figure it out for 2021. But the goal is that this year we're doing it Black Friday, Christmas Day.
That's a long time. Black Friday, Christmas Day.
5 weeks. Every night we'll be partying.
That sounds great though.
Vancouver. Yeah,
I got a good recipe for Glühwein.
We've got a sweet bar. Sarah Newton, Amaro's Table Grocery, so she did the bar menu for us. She's incredible. I worked at Old Spaghetti Factory with Sarah Newton 10 years ago. She's the best.
Is that a factory for spaghetti?
It is. Mill Plains, the only one. It's the only one in the country.
Well, if you're having trouble with the city, I know a guy that works for the city that can probably get it pushed through. We'll see how that goes.
It's always got connections. I'll tell you that much. It's got connections.
Well, he's sitting behind the camera over there.
All right, let's get to the last of the tasters.
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm thirsty. You guys are all.
But thanks for that, man. It's good to know what you're all about, and it sounds like you're about some really respectable things that make a lot of difference in the world.
How can people find out more about Noel Vancouver?
NoelVancouver.com. So there's that. If you want to be a vendor, you can sign up to be a vendor. If you are a choir, you can come and be a choir. We're doing a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to start promoting it. Actually meet with the city on Tuesday to do a final walk through on the site plan, so we'll see what happens.
So send us your thoughts and your prayers.
I know, yeah.
Maybe
And money.
I've done
if you-
some
if you-
carols
If
before.
you have some of that. I almost turned this electric off. All right, here we
All right,
go.
what do we got here, Sheldon?
We have the Breakside Passion Fruit Sour, Breakside out of Portland, Oregon. Another brewery that
Wonderful brewery.
Can't mess up. I swear. They've just got the golden touch. Sitting at a just nice 5% right here. Cheers.
Good
Give it a
closer.
go.
Cheers. I sip before the cheers.
I'm sorry. I'm an animal, so I said.
Okay, Jeremiah, what's your take?
Can I go first?
Yeah, you go.
Oh yeah, go first. Go
Yeah,
first.
you go first.
I don't drink sours, and I was like saying beforehand, I didn't want to do that warhead face. I just did it. As soon as I drank that sour, I was like, okay,
warhead
well,
face?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
When
Like
you
the-
got the
the
warhead
candy.
in, you know,
The
yeah,
pucker?
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
the pucker. I'm like, okay. We've had one on before, Ecliptic, Tucana sour, I believe. Not very sour at all. Very drinkable. I like it a lot. This one is sour, and if you're a sour drinker, I think you'd enjoy this one a lot. I'm not a big sour drinker, so it is a little bit off-putting. Like the flavor is not off-putting; it's just the sourness, which is a sour. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into some more educated palates.
You know, I'm going to wait till last this time. So,
Oh man, I've never had a sour that I liked. So I love Breakside, but hey, this is not for me. There you have it.
I'm
I
right with
didn't do
him.
that already because I saw your face.
I
You took the drink like 3 or 4 minutes ago before anybody else, and your face was amazing.
it was
And again, I got to reiterate: if you are a sour drinker, I think you would enjoy this sour.
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
Because I don't know what sour drink you're looking for, but I think it has all the qualities that you would need in a sour, right there.
This tastes like a good sour, but I'm not a sour guy, so it's like
You took the words out of my mouth.
I will be that person. I actually like sours. It's very, very good. If you can get past the sour and you don't make the face, I assume that's because I'm more manly than all of you. But you know, just saying. It
hockey
actually
players.
is really
You're tougher.
flavorful.
These hockey players.
no, it's.
Highly recommend.
If you wanted, you would knock me out my ass.
All right.
I'm going to say,
What am I
this thing wants to. You know that sensation you get when you take an entire pack of sweet tarts and you crush them up in your mouth because you're 12 and you just got back from Halloween and you took them all and you put them in a pile and you ate them all at once? That's what this is like for me. It's simultaneously delicious and fulfilling, but it's also completely dehydrating every taste bud on my tongue.
Somehow it's making you more thirsty while you're
It's
drinking.
really, it's good. So I think if I were to do like a blind taste of double IPAs, I would use this as a chaser.
Oh, like a palate cleanser?
Yeah, in like a medicine cup, like going back to the cider, what you might drink Robitussin then.
Yeah.
And I would probably do that just to neutralize my mouth.
Yeah.
But this is, I love Breakside. I don't love ciders. This is interesting and curious to me. I'm going to finish it, but it's weird. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to call it a beer.
Man.
Yeah, I went back in for my second sip, and I wasn't as appalled the second time. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't drink sours ever. And it was,
They grow on you. I swear, you do. Like the first sip,
it's
like
one of those
to me,
acquired taste sort of thing. I feel like if you drink it often, if you have more than one,
The
ever,
flavor's
you
great. Like I can taste
like-
passion fruit, right? I can taste passion fruit. I've got a very high citrus side to it. All these things are.
I like that Jared just pushed his as far away from himself as he
He
could.
was done with that fucking sip.
It's like nowhere near him anymore.
I was like on the fence about it. Jared was not. He said, "I'm on this side of the fence. I'm not going
What do
the other
you,
way."
you
man."
drink? What do you drink?
I drink anything.
I always see a sip and
He's
say
like, "Oh,
his office
yeah,
window is right
he's
across
like,
from my
He's
apartment.
like, wait, hold up.
I drink mostly just lagers and spirits.
Spirits.
I'm not. I kind of like even IPAs now. I'm not like having a ton of IPAs.
It's hard to avoid them around here.
Okay. So
What are these for?
before we
Before we sign off,
do this, let's go down the table and let's just quick answers. We don't have to do like a full explanation. Favorite things about Vancouver, and we could start down there with you, Jeremiah.
I'm happy for that. I'm fortunate enough to live in the Hauk neighborhood. I moved here to basically be adjacent to a big city, but not to actually live in one. And that was a long time ago. And I've stayed here ever since because the community's been accessible. And all the things I like are basically within walking, skateboarding, or biking distance. And I've met really good friends here. And honestly, coming from New Orleans, liking things like good food, good bars, good music, and a good hangout, I found all those things here. And I
love it.
I wouldn't trade it. What about you, man?
Shelly, what do you like?
I couldn't hit more. Community was going to be my biggest thing. I could brush over a lot of things. I was born and raised here. Lived here my whole life. I'm 25 years old. Grew up in the Vancouver Heights neighborhood. Went to school there. Overall, I haven't traveled a lot, but in the little bit of traveling I've done, I've come to find that this is the perfect. You can go and drive an hour to the beach. You can go and find yourself a beautiful hike in the gorge. This is the perfect area to go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
Any terrain you want. The mild climate, I don't do well in hot weather. I like cold a little bit better. But we get a lot of, just mild climate here. So I don't even know if I do well in cold. Anyways, overall the community though, that's the most beautiful thing around here is that in working downtown for about 8 years now, this is family here, and you'll stick around. You'll be here, and you'll have a good time if you connect with that community. If you try to reject that, if you try to push that out, you're not going to last around here. And it's just a beautiful thing. That's community. That's the biggest thing I can hit right there.
Amen.
Kenzie, you're newest to the Vancouver community. What do you like about it?
I am new. For these guys that are the old guard here at Brood, I am definitely the young blood. I moved to Vancouver about 5 months ago for a new job. We will come back to the family concept, I promise. I think my favorite thing, honestly, has been the location. To you guys, I know you're really close. I live like a block from here, which has, it's pros and cons. Like I spend way too much money out. But in that,
and for Uber Eats,
definitely my favorite part.
I walked by her at like midnight the other night, and she was out getting Uber Eats from the car.
Okay, those were delivery groceries.
Oh, delivery groceries. All right.
It costs you more.
I saw a lot of alcohol.
Healthier.
Yeah, that's true.
No, seriously though,
In her PJs.
I've never really lived in a downtown area like this where you can walk anywhere. I can walk and go get coffee, I can get dinner, I can go to the park. My work is an 8-minute walk. I feel so blessed right now.
Yeah.
And yes to the family. This place has been incredible. Back to, I don't know how I moved here 5 months ago and I'm on a bloody podcast.
There you go. Right. Jared, what do you like about Vancouver?
The community has been said. I'd say that Vancouver has just a ridiculous amount of opportunity. Like, I feel like Portland, I grew up in Northeast Portland, moved to downtown Vancouver a few years ago, and I just feel like if you want to do something, you can do it. Like, you can get to know the people to do stuff. There's tons of cool opportunities. So, yeah, I love it.
Cool. And you've done those things, or at least some of them.
Trying to.
Yeah, man.
Trying to.
Right on. Johnny?
I love the culture and the spirit. There's something, especially like people like Jared and like there's just an like a lot of my friends are business owners. Such an entrepreneurial like spirit around Vancouver. Like we're all in this together and we're gonna push this forward. We're gonna do something cool together. So everyone's doing something. No one just lives here. Everyone's doing something to make it cool, make Vancouver cool, make Vancouver, and which is so much different than Portland. It feels like this community is constantly adjusting, constantly moving forward, constantly doing stuff together.
I like how you said that. Yeah, we're not stuck trying to defend what it is that we've got. Like we're trying to build what we want.
Yeah, and I feel like Vancouver knows who it is too. Like it's got a good identity. We're not trying to figure out who we are. Like we know who we are, and we're not Portland. We know that, but we're Vancouver. there's so many people that are moving here now just because of how cool of a city it is and how many breweries and how many coffee shops.
Don't y'all tell anybody.
Yeah,
Keep that on the low.
It's beautiful here, except for the trees that they're ripping down and stuff. But they are replanting. You're right.
I mean,
Plus
that
less
shocked
beautiful
me
every
too.
day.
That shocked me too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Well, let's.
Here we go. Let's put a big prost.
To sign off on that
Sign
podcast.
off on that.
Cheers.
Thanks everybody for
Hey,
being
thank
with
you all
us.
for having me.
Yeah,
It was
dude,
a
thank you
pleasure.
very much.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Man.
$4.org. Don't forget.
Please go check it
you
out.
gotta
They're
hit
doing
it.
a wonderful thing for the community and
And
everybody.
noelvancouver.com if you want to find out more about the Christmas market and support that and stuff. He's always doing stuff. Entrepreneur, dude. This guy is. It makes me mad. It makes me feel like I'm lazy.
I
But
mean, dude.
anyway.
Well, only because he's doing such wholesome stuff.
Yeah.
He's a
Tune in
freaking
next time.
saint over here.
Yeah.
For somebody else in the community that's doing amazing stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna have a
Thank you
guest
for being
every
with
week.
us. We'll check
Actually,
you out.
next month we will have Gemma from Locust Cidery as a guest.
What?
Yes, sir. You
Awesome.
heard it here first. And
She's awesome.
Amazing, lovely woman.
Great
Can't
accent,
wait
too.
to have it. Oh God, you're guys gonna fall in love with it. Cheers, y'all.
Woo!